Hey guys, hope you had a good weekend. What I'd like for you to do today is take a couple minutes and tinker. Maybe as you come in and you've watched this video, take a couple minutes, first 10 minutes or so, and tinker just to get some coding down. Um, you can see the previous message about that. I'll even put in the announcements the code again. Um, Programming is important just to get the basics down of how things move and how things interact on the screen. We're going to come back to that later when it comes time to robots um, and actually building and programming them. So in the meantime, just getting that background information is down or is good to go. Once you do that, what I want you to do is I want you to go into your drive and I want you to create a new folder. And I want you to call that folder, uh, if you're a day one class, you would, and you're period one, I want you to call it 1A. This is how you're going to start it. If you are period five on day one, you would call it 5A. So day one, I'm going to go with 8As. If you are day two, you would call it a B. So if you're period four, it would on day two it would be 4B. Um, there's a method to this. Hang tight. If you are period seven on day two, you would be 7B, right? So once you figure out which period you are and which day I have you or which day you're in this room, either an A day or a B day, if you're period two on day one, 2A, then I would like you to call it your last name. And once you create that folder, I want you to share that folder with me. And once you share that folder with me, any document, any slide, anything that you create that you want me to see, put in that folder. And what that's going to do is that's going to actually cut down all of my shared documents. So instead of getting document, 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 what I can do is I can go into your folder. I can see that Emma has shared with me multiple items within that folder, and that's going to help me stay organized. And I think it's going to help you stay organized too, because everything that you do in class is going to be saved inside a folder. So take a couple minutes and do that. After you do tinker. And then here's what I'm thinking. Here's my plan. Here's actually what I typed. And if you want to pause this so you can see it, you can always come back to this. What I want you to do is think of at least 10 ways that robots can help you in school. You can work in a group of two or three and write it down. And if you want to write it in a Google Doc, I'm thinking that's eventually going to be the way we're going to end up going. Or you can open up your OneNote and you can put it into your OneNote. There's a video showing how to do that if you haven't set that up yet. You can do it that way. Figure out 10 ways that robots could help you in school. And then in your group, I want you to pick one of them. Talk about the pros and cons of it. You each can generate those 10 ideas and then pick from that, or you can talk in a group and come up with the 10 ways. But once you do that, I want you to sketch out 8 ideas of what that could look like. 8 different ideas of the same thing. You can use the rulers and the bins. You can fold paper to create the squares, and then use something to actually design it in 3 dimensions. Each one of these options gives us that ability to do that. If you are going to Tinkercad, I have on the pages, just in the pages, and I'll put a link in this announcement, a tutorial on how to use Tinkercad if you've never used Tinkercad. So tinkercad.com, you would end up using your sign in up here. And you're going to sign in using social providers. And at that point, you can put your Google account information in, and it may even recognize you from that point. And you would create a new design. As it loads, here we go, create a new design. I'll put a link to the pages so you can see how to use this, and hopefully you like it, because I think we'll end up using this multiple times throughout this year. So good luck. What we don't finish today, we'll wrap up hopefully next week or next class, and we'll keep rolling. I'm trying to get to you. So again, hope you guys had a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.